So, good evening, everyone. Hari Om. Welcome back. We'll chant Om 3 times, followed by the invocation shlokas. Inhale deeply. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswate Namaha. Om Shri Sadgurubhyo Namaha. हरिः ओम् गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनां ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणान् ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्रयवतु ॐ श्रीवाग्देव्यै नमः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। So we are covering chapter 3 of Bhagavad Gita. Chapter 3 of Gita started with Arjuna asking a question. Bhagavan, you asked me to, you talked me about both Karma Yoga, Karma Marga as well as Jnana Marga. But it looks like Karma Marga is terrible. So why are you asking me to perform this instead of Jnana Marga? So I'm a little bit confused. Please explain. And then Bhagavan Krishna started answering that in this, there are like it's a twofold path, karma and jnana. And people, without proper understanding, when people think that they can perform karma, you know, they can do naishkarmya, meaning like they can do like be a akarmi or something like that. It is not going to. It is not possible, okay? Because our body is built in such a way that you cannot spend even a single second without performing karma. Because our body, by prakriti itself, it is pushes us to do karma. So, if someone thinks that they are able to control their karmendriyas, okay, and what happens is that the mind cannot be controlled, and our indriyas cannot be controlled. So, controlling the body whereas the mind and senses are running all around, that is equivalent to mithyachara or it is hypocrisy. Okay? And instead, if someone is able to perform some action, okay, to purify their mind, that is much better compared to someone who is trying to control, I mean, like who is only controlling their body but not their mind. So, therefore, Arjuna, what you need to do is always perform action. Okay. Performing action is much better than not performing action. Okay. Because this body also runs just because of performance of action alone. Okay. And In the last shloka that we covered was shloka 9, Yagnarthat karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara. That was the last shloka we have seen. So where it said that we have to perform action for the sake of yajna. And this is and once we perform this, and also we should perform this karma with mukta sangha. Mukta sangha means without attachment. This is what we have seen in the last session. So today we will start with the verse 10. Before we start with verse 10, are there any questions or any inputs or thoughts about what we have covered so far? If there are no questions, we will start with the shloka number 10. We'll do the verse breakdown. Saha yajnaha. There are two words, saha and yajnaha. Prajaha sruštva purovacha. Okay. So purovacha has got two words, pura and uvacha. Together becomes purovacha. Prajapatihi, single word. Anena. Now then, prasavishyadvameshavostishta kamadhuk. Okay, so this one has multiple words. Okay, the one word is prasavishyadvam. That is single word. Okay, so prasavishyadvam is one word. Yeshaha vaha astu ishta kamadhuk. These are the words. Okay, so prasavishyadvam and yesha together becomes prasavishyadvamesha, and when it is combined with vaha, it becomes yeshavo. So prasavishyadvameshavo. Astu, that astu, what happened is that a disappeared. So that's why you see that there were a yes symbol there. Okay, so that becomes yesha, yeshavostu. Okay, yeshavostu. Now astu and ishtakamadhuk, so becomes astvishthakamadhuk. Astvishthakamadhuk. And the whole word will become prasavishyadvam prasavishyadvameshavostishthakamadhuk. Now, where are we going to break down is anena prasavishyadvam. Okay, that is one. That's where we break down. And then yeshavostu ishtakamadhuk is another portion. Okay, so now one of you please go off mute and repeat after me. Saha yajna praja srishtva
सह यज्ञा प्रजा सृष्ट्वा
purovacha prajapatihi
पुरोवाच प्रजापतिः
anena prasavishyadvam
अनेन प्रसविष्वत्यम्
yeshavostishthakamadhuk.
एषवोऽस्तिस्त्वकामदुर्ग दुःख.
So here purovacha. Okay, so pura. Okay, pura means in the beginning. Okay, purana zamana mein. Okay, that is what pura. Okay, uvacha. Uvacha means said. Said by who? Prajapati. So Prajapati meaning Lord of the universe in the beginning. Okay, said. Okay, Sahayajna. Okay, so Saha yajna, saha meaning along with yajna, along with worship. Okay. Anena. Okay, with this. Okay, along with worship. Prasavishyadvam, that's a single word. Okay, so that means that prasavishyadvam means like may you grow, prosper, multiply, all of that is prasavishyadvam. Okay, yeshaha, this, vaha, you, ishtakamadhuk, meaning like ishtakama, meaning the desire, your desired results may yield. Okay, astu, let be. Okay, what does it mean is, in a simplified one, the creator, okay, Prajapati, creator in the beginning, he he told everyone that with this yajna, by performing these yajnas, you will all propagate, multiply, okay, and let all your desires be fulfilled. With what? With yajna. Okay. So what does this mean? Okay. So mm, may you all nourish through yajna. This is what is said. Okay. And this Yeshavo is astu ishtakamadhuk. So ishtakamadhuk is kind of like a poetic expression. What it means is that whatever desirables are there, they can be kamadhuk, because like when you say kamadhuk, uh, you actually like kamadhuk is have you heard about the word kamadhenu ever before?
Okay, yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
kamadhenu means what? A cow,
Mm.
okay, uh, that can be milked. Milked of what? Whatever you want, you can milk it, milk from it. Okay, so that is kamadhenu. So now kamadhenu is giving whatever you want. In the same way, this yajna is becoming like a kamadhenu. Okay, so the original kamadhenu is with devatas according to our Puranas. But these yajnas are our human version of this Kamadhenu. And through yajna, you can get whatever, all your desires fulfilled. Okay, that's what Bhagavan is saying. Now, what is this Prajapati and what are these yajnas? So what is the role of these yajnas? Did we ever talk about Panchamaha yajnas in our
You were
last
going to,
Panja?
you were going to.
Ah, okay.
You had mentioned that you were going to. So you had postponed that aspect.
Okay, good, good, good. Okay. So I was just wondering, okay, did I cover it or not? Okay. Thank you. So I think we talked about like, when someone performs yajna, they're called as Somayaji. And if someone has a Somayaji name or like a last name as Somayaji, that means that someone in their ancestry must have performed a yajna once. Because of that, they're called Somayaji. Okay. Now, according to our Shastras, we all must perform yajna. Okay? We all must perform yajna. And not one yajna. Okay? So, not just one yajna, but we must perform 5 yajnas. Okay. Now, so you have to take, everyone must make a note down what all yajnas you need to perform. And immediately after this session, you need to call your priests to and schedule all these 5 yajnas. Okay. Now, by the way,
1-800 Pula.
by the way, these yajnas are very expensive, huh? Okay, and it is not. Oh, by the way, like all these 5 yajnas must be performed on daily basis.
Oh, by the way, yeah.
Okay, no, I'm not joking. It is. I'm telling it seriously. Okay,
Oh,
so
no. We agree. We agree. Yeah.
so let us look at what are these yajnas. First, let us understand the names. Brahma yajna is the first yajna that we have to perform. Second yajna is called as Deva yajna. The third yajna is called Pitru Yajna. Fourth is called Bhuta Yajna. And fifth is called as Nru Yajna or Manushya Yajna. Okay. So these are the 5 yajnas that we have to perform every day. So what is exactly Brahma Yajna? Brahma means Vedas. Okay. So Brahma Yajna, which is also known as Rishi Yajna, is basically worship of Vedas. Worship of Vedas doesn't mean that we buy Rig Veda or Yajurveda book and do puja for that. No, that is not what it is. Rather, we worship the Veda through its Adhyayana and Adhyapana. Adhyayana means study of the Vedas and Adhyapana means teaching of these Vedas. What are Vedas? Vedas are nothing but knowledge. Okay, so master the knowledge and share the knowledge. Okay? By doing so, what you're doing is that we are ensuring that those Vedas are alive. That knowledge is alive. Okay? And how do you share this knowledge? Is one way is to call a couple of people, have a Zoom session, and share the knowledge. But more important that the best way of sharing that knowledge is I must get transformed by that knowledge. Okay. And Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayanandaji says, these values are not taught, they are caught.
Oh,
Okay. So that means someone is not going to be transformed because they heard a satsang. Rather, they are transformed because they have seen an ideal person and saw how their behavior, and they started appreciating that behavior and they want to emulate that behavior, and that is how the values are caught, not taught. Okay. So Brahma Yajna is essentially reading our scriptures, right? Because we don't need to read Vedas alone. Okay. Essentially, whether our Puranas or our, of course, Upanishads are part of Vedas, right? So you can study your Upanishads or our Puranas, because Puranas are nothing but explanation of Vedas in a simplified manner, right? So read our scriptures or even these other ones. What are these called as our introductory granthas, right? Like Tattva Bodha,
yeah.
Atma Bodha, Drugdrishya Viveka, etc. All of those books we study on a regular basis and share our knowledge with other people. That is what we must do on daily basis. Brahma Yajna. Okay. Second yajna is Deva Yajna. Devatas are cosmic forces in the world around us. So, Deva Yajna is referring to propitiating these cosmic forces. Propitiating these cosmic forces means what? Not putting a aarti for, like, putting a picture frame and doing an aarti for those cosmic forces. Rather, taking care of these cosmic forces, meaning taking care of the nature all around us. See, like if we say our culture is so great in the sense that we divinize a river and we call a flowing water as Gangama. Okay? And it is not just Ganga, Mother Ganga, right? But any river, we consider it as a mother because that water nourishes us. We pray to Surya, okay, the sun god, as Surya Bhagwan. We pray to every tree, okay, as like whether it is Tulasi tree, right, or a neem tree, or Ashwatha tree. We pray to trees and we divinize the trees. Like that, even snakes, okay, a snake is such a poisonous animal, like I mean, like poisonous being, that if it bites, a person can die. But we also pray them, okay, because even snakes have got a value, okay, has got a place in our society. So in this way, what we are doing is that we we take like we like and in what is that in Bhagavatam you see that uh, Krishna and Yadu, those Yadavas, they all prayed Govardhanagiri. So we pray the mountains also. Prayer of these mountains, prayer for this water, etc. All that means is that we need to take care of nature. We should not pollute them, and we should respect them, and we should treat all of that with care and respect. So ecological balance must be maintained. That is Deva Yajna. So save environment. Okay. The thing is that you even that word, like when I said save environment, I suddenly remember something. Yeah, that the they like as we have a environment day, right? The an environment day is sometime in March or April it comes. Okay, so Save Earth is a campaign. Okay, you probably saw this campaign, right? Save Earth, Save Earth. The thing is that we don't need to save Earth. If we pollute a lot more than what we are doing now, what happens is that because of that pollution, humans are the ones who are going to be wiped off from the face of
That
Earth.
is true, very true. Yeah.
Okay. And now Earth, like human lifetime is what? 100 years. Okay. Now we are going to be wiped out, and Earth's lifetime is millions of years. So once the human race is wiped off, it takes maybe 1,000 years or 10,000 years, but then the nature will come back to its own balance because there is no more production of these what do you call uh,
Yes, yes.
poisonous gases or these anything that is polluting, right? All those pollutants are automatically stopped once people are erased from Earth, and then the Earth will come back to normal. So it is not like saving that; it is like saving our own selves.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is a misnomer when you say save Earth. Okay, when you say save Earth, it is as if like you are a hero and you are trying to save the whole Earth. No, no, no. Just be selfish and save ourselves from the pollution. Okay, so let's not put what do you call, like bigger titles than what is needed there. So this is Deva Yajna. So Brahma Yajna must be performed on a daily basis. Deva Yajna must be performed on a daily basis. Then the third one is Pitru Yajna. Pitru Yajna can be understood as, oh, I have to take care of my Pitrus. That means that I must do tarpanas. So if you do the Sandhya Vandana, etc., we must do tarpana on a daily basis, on a frequent basis, on a regular basis. Shraddha, karmas, etc., must be performed in regular basis. Sure, yes, that is an aspect of it. But more importantly, what did our Pitrus do for us? Okay. Our Pitru, meaning our ancestors, what did they do is that they passed their culture and traditions to us. So we inherited our culture and our traditions from our ancestors. So we must pass that culture and that tradition to our next generations, right? Our descendants. So this is what is Pitru Yajna. And this passing of this culture and traditions, how are we going to pass? Like just now we said, right? Values are not taught, they are taught. So if we perform, like if we maintain our culture and our tradition in our home on a daily basis and we behave according to our culture and our tradition, our children will look at it and learn from it and they practice it. So this is Pitru Yajna. Now, Bhuta Yajna. This is a kind of like a scary term. Okay, so you need to do yajna with some bhutas. Okay, bhuta preta. No. Okay. Bhutas meaning what is bhuta mean?
All entities.
What bhuta is a being. Okay, anything that is being is
Yeah.
bhuta. Okay, so that's what like what are the three or five main beings are panchamaha bhuta we say, right? And anything that is born from them is also existing, and anything that is existing like that, those are creatures, are all bhutas. So that means that we are talking about not panchamaha bhutas, but regular bhutas, as in animals, birds, plants. Take care of them. So in our like when we are in India, what used to happen is that our older generations, our prior generations, they used to take care of cows, and usually the first item that is cooked or the
Yeah.
initial part that is cooked, it is put for birds to come and eat, right? And water the plants. And actually, even the if you remember, like the in front of our homes, they used to do kolam. Okay, a design, a kolam,
Rangoli.
right? Yeah, rangoli or kolam, right? So those rangolis and kolams, they were usually done with rice flour.
Mm.
Okay, what would that do is it's a two-in-one. One is that it will feed ants and little bugs, but also because they have got food right outside the door, they don't need to come inside the door. Much of food. Okay, so that way, like our ancestors were smart. Okay, so that is Bhuta Yajna. So now in our case, what we need to do again here in this cold area that we are living, at least in summer months like now, okay, we can feed, put some bird seeds, okay, bird feed, etc. So we take care of uh, plant, water the plants, because even plants are also bhutas, right? So take care of them. Okay? And that is another way that another yajna that we must perform on a daily basis. Then Nru yajna. Nru means Nara. Okay, Nara yajna. So that means or Manusha yajna. That means take care of people all around us. So Athithi Satkara, take care of unexpected guests and unexpected people that may come. But now the thing is that in our current day society, at least here, there's no Atithi. Because Atithi means one who comes without any intimation, right? Without looking for a tithi or anything like that. Okay. Tithi is a date. Okay. Atithi means, okay, we haven't fixed a date, but he showed up anyway. That is Atithi. So now there is, in this age of Uber communication, right? There's no one who comes without telling you. So, but take care of people all around you, okay, and uh, help them in any manner. That is Guru Yajna. So these are the Pancha Mahayajna, Pancha Yajnas that we must perform on daily basis. Okay. So any questions on the Yajna aspect? So now what happened is, now let us look at the bigger picture of this shloka again. In the very beginning, creator Brahmaji, after creating Sahayajnaha Srishtva, meaning after creating Srishtva Praja, meaning he has created people, right, through performance of yajna. And after that, what he said is, may you all grow and nourish through yajna. Okay. And what did he say? That and this yajna will help produce results and it will give the desired results. So now the question is, what does it matter to me? What Brahmaji says, okay, Brahmaji said to go multiply, he said, right, to earlier people, okay, by performance of these yajnas. Why does it matter to me? This is because if you think about, right, if someone, like let us say in a family, the father passed away, and the father has certain like certain assets. How are they going to be distributed? They are going to be distributed among the descendants according to the father's will. Okay, this these assets or whatever is distributed according to the will of the father, whether it's passed away or not. Okay, whatever his will, that's what is going to work. Now, Brahmaji, as a creator of this world, he is the eldest in our family. So, this is the will of Brahmaji. So, that means as the descendants of Brahmaji, we must follow his words. Okay, whatever Brahmaji told us, that we must perform. Okay, so that's why this shloka has been said. Okay, now how to follow his advice, that part is elaborated in the next verse. Before we go to the next shloka, do you have any questions or inputs from?
So,
Yeah.
so Brahmaji seems to be promising that if you perform the yajna the way it's been prescribed,
Mhm.
that you will prosper,
Mhm.
and it is also this yajna,
Mhm.
all your desires
Mhm.
will be fulfilled,
Yes.
like the Kamadhanu.
Mhm. Yeah. By performance of, yeah, like as if, like all of this will give the desired results that you want. Okay.
Then where does Prajapati come here then?
Prajapati is Brahma.
Prajapati is.
Yeah.
Now, do all these yajnas qualify as a kamya karma?
These yajnas, no.
The nishkam karma?
It depends upon your intention.
Yeah.
Again, right? So, for example, if you are, say take Brahma Yajna, right?
Yeah.
If I am studying this and if I'm going to present this in my satsang tomorrow, they all think that I am a learned person. Okay, if I have that kind of an attitude, like if that is my intent, and that's why like I do this, study and come and present material from these Vedas to you, then what happens? That becomes Kamya karma. But on the other hand, if it is like, okay, this is my responsibility that to be doing this, then it becomes nishkama karma. So kamya karma or nishkama karma is not based on the action itself, but the attitude behind the action.
Okay. Now, say for example, now I read this shloka and I understand, for better or for worse, now I understand the significance of the shloka. So the message here is that if you want to fulfill all your desires, do this yajna. And so how is it possible for me to not to have the goal, which is to fulfill all my desires, not in my mind, and therefore
Mhm.
indirectly I'm performing karma karma.
Yeah. So it depends upon your desire, right? Okay.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
the desire that you have?
Mm.
Okay. If your desire is, see, the thing is that chitta shuddhi. Okay. My desire is chitta shuddhi, and through chitta shuddhi mukti, right?
Yes.
Then, because this is a question, right? I mean, like often people ask is desire for moksha is a desire or not?
It's a desirable desire.
Sorry?
It's a desirable desire.
It's a desirable desire. Okay. But is it a desire or
Yeah.
not? Okay.
It
So
is a desire, right? Yeah.
It is a desire.
it is a
Accept
desire.
desire.
Okay, it
Yeah.
is a desire. Okay. So now what happens is like this, right? I want to buy a car. Is it a desire?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Depends on the necessity.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to buy a like a
So it is a desire, but if you're buying the car to donate or for the useful purpose for others, that becomes a nishkam karma.
but
On the
it
same day,
so,
it's a
okay.
desire.
Okay. So it is a desire. Now this is my wallet. This is $20. Can you see $20 bill? Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I want this $20.
I thought it was for me.
No. Okay. So see the sequence of actions. Okay. I took out this wallet from my pocket. This is my wallet. All the money is in this wallet is my money. Okay. Now this $20 I want. Is this a desire or not?
Who wants that $20? Yourself? The one that
Yes. Yes.
But when it is yours itself, then the question doesn't arise. If it is your wallet and you took it out from your wallet, so
Mhm.
it is yours only.
It is mine already. So my desire for this particular $20, okay, not another $20, but this particular $20, it is not a desire.
Yeah.
Okay, you agree? Okay. Moksha is not a desire because we are already mukta.
this is
Okay.
property. Yeah.
Okay. It is just that we are not realizing our own true nature. Because we are not realizing our true nature, moksha in English, what is it called as?
Liberation.
Liberation. Another name?
Freedom
Realization.
or realization.
Yes.
So when you say realization, that means what? It was already there. It is just that I realized it now. Okay. So that is why desire for moksha is not really a desire. Okay, it is your birthright. You're trying to get your own thing. So it is like the desire is how is like is that a more example is the better example Puja Gurudev gives is if you are in a rush to go out. Okay, like you're running late to office, and when you're running late to office, that's when everything every problem comes, right?
Yeah.
And then you're unable to find your keys, car keys. Okay. Now, when you're unable to find your car keys, and so then you're searching for your car keys. So the car is yours, car keys are yours. You're unable to find where they are, and you're searching for that. Okay. So our search for our liberation is our sadhana for our liberation is like searching for car keys that we already own. Okay. Hence, that is not a desire. Okay. Technically, like I mean, like not technically, like it appears as if your desire at that time is to find your car keys. Okay. But those car keys are already yours. Yes, that is what this one is. So now,
But
hence,
yeah, technically though,
mhm,
does not everything fall in that category if you analyze? For example, I'm desiring for a car.
mhm.
Behind, if you peel some couple of onion peels, you know that you're really desiring for the sukha
So,
through purchase of the car. Now the
right.
sukha already is your nature, therefore having the not having the gnanam of what sukha is, you're going after car.
Okay. Car is not is something that you don't own.
Yeah,
And okay, what aprapya vastu you want to have a prapti of a vastu that you don't own.
yeah, yes.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Yes, you're right.
Okay. So whereas in this one, moksha is that you already own. Okay, it is just that you forgot. So we need to remember that and we need to realize that. So that's why they two are different.
So you
Okay.
can call it practice prapti,
Yeah. Prapyasya prapti. Yes.
like the 10th man. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Any other questions? Oh, but by the way, does that answer your question, Atulji?
Uh, yes, yes, yes. So like you said, if the chitta shuddhi and the mukti through chitta shuddhi
Mhm.
are your goals to the performance of above yajna,
Mhm.
then they are not kami karma,
Mhm.
don't fall in the category.
Mhm.
And so it is that it is in that um, spirit that this shloka has been written.
Mhm. Yeah. Good.
Okay, thank you.
Shall we go to the next shloka?
Yeah.
The next shloka is 11th shloka. Devan bhavayata anena. So these three words, Devan bhavayata anena, together become Devan bhavayatananena. Te deva bhavayantu vaha. They are all single words. Parasparam, that is a single word. Parasparam. Bhavayantaha, again single word. Shreyaha, single word. Paramavapsyatha. Okay, so that has got two words. Param avapsyatha is another single word. Okay, so together becomes param avapsyatha. So this is the breakdown of the words for this shloka. Shall we chant? Devan bhavayatanena
देवान् भावयतानेन
te deva bhavayantu vaha
ते देवा भावयन्तु वः
parasparam bhavayantah
परस्परं भावयन्तः
श्रेयः परमवाप्स्यथ.
श्रेयः परमवाप्स्यथ.
So now, as I mentioned earlier, how Brahmaji said, you must perform all of these yajnas and you prosper, you multiply. That's what he said, right? How to follow that advice is being taught in here. So what it is saying is that bhavayata. So you nourish. Okay. Bhavayata means, okay, how do you nourish? Okay. Devan. Devan meaning all the devatas. Okay. These devatas like Indra, etc. All of those. Anena. Anena meaning with this yajna. Okay. Uh, with this meaning with the anena means with this, but yajna is implied because the topic is yajna. Okay. So bhavayatah devan anena. So te devaha meaning let these gods, those gods, bhavayantaha meaning they also let them nourish. Vaha meaning you. Okay. Meaning like you be happy with whatever they give and they be happy with whatever you give. Thus, bhavayantaha, nourishing, parasparam, one another, okay, each other. Okay, so you are nourishing them and they are nourishing you. So in this way, avapsyatha. So in this way, you will attain. What are you going to attain? Param. Param meaning supreme. Shreyaha. Okay, Param Shreya means supreme good. Okay, what is supreme good? That is liberation. That is moksha through the attainment of knowledge. So that's what you are going to attain. Okay. Paramashreya. So that means Paramashreya is depends upon what is the supreme good. Okay, it all depends upon what you are looking for. Okay. If you are doing it the karma, okay, kamya karma, like I mean, like Atulji was asking, right? Is it like a nishkama karma or kamya karma? If you perform with kamya karma, you will as a kamya karma, you will attain happiness. Yes, no doubt about it. In that case, it is heaven, maybe, okay, or something like that. Okay, either it is like happiness on earth or happiness hereafter. Hereafter meaning in a heavenly abode, etc. Right? Because there are certain karmas that you can perform, certain yajnas you can perform, physical yajnas that will actually take you to heaven after death. It's called as Jyotishtoma or something like that. Okay. But on the other hand, if you perform with Nishkama karma, you will attain liberation. So what you want to do is depending upon, like what you attain is dependent upon your attitude. Okay? So, Anena Devan Bhavayata. So here, Bhagavan Krishna is taking, so we talked about 5 yajnas, right? As part of yajnas, Bhagavan Krishna is taking about example of one of those, okay? Which is Deva Yajna. Now, when he's talking, so that means what? He doesn't need to take one for Devas, one for Brahma, one for Manushyas. No, he doesn't need to take all those 5. Once you understand this, you understand all 5. So this is a what you call as Upalakshana. Upalakshana means this is a hmm, representative sample. Okay, so whatever is applicable for Deva Yajna, understand that is applicable for all other 4 yajnas also. Okay. So when we worship these devatas, okay, what happens is that, I mean, from a theoretical, right, you nourish Indra. What does Indra give? Indra gives rain and be happy with whatever rainfall you get. And you, so that way what is happening is that you are nourishing, you are doing Indra Yaga, and Indra is giving you rain, and you both are happy. That is one way. I mean, like that's a simpler way to understand. But also, if you take care of ecology in larger scale, then they take care of you. We pollute more, we get more and more what you call, like we make holes into the ozone layer, then we get more and more summers, hotter and hotter summers, and then we get what are those all of those big those ice slabs that are there in
Oh
Antarctica,
yeah,
in Arctic, all of them
glacier, all the glaciers.
right, all those glaciers are broken and those are all melting much faster, and then ocean levels are rising, and then we are the ones who are suffering. So who is the cause of all of this uh, thing? Of course, I mean, like, nature also does to a certain extent. Well, it goes through its own ups and downs, and but we are accelerating it by our own desires. So then what we are doing is that we are not respecting them, so they cannot respect us. So this is what he's saying. Anena devan bhavayata. So we take care of them and they will take care of us. Okay. Te deva bhavayantu vaha. So those devas will take care of me. Okay. If I take care of the forest, forest takes care of me. If I take care of earth will take care of me. Okay. So in our Chinmay Mission pledge, we have this phrase, giving more than what we take. So that is something that we must apply. Actually, like in the when we used to go to Tirupati, when I was young, I used to go to Tirupati on a frequent basis because I was not too far away from Tirupati. I mean, it used to be like one overnight train journey. So there, this pretty much everywhere, they used to have a board which would say Dharmo Rakshati Rakshita. Okay? That means one who protects Dharma are protected by Dharma. Okay? So here also, that Dharma, with respect to ecology, when we protect ecology, ecology will protect us. When we protect our people will protect us. So whatever we protect, that will protect us. That is the idea, right? I mean, they protect the good things. That's all. Okay. So parasparam bhavayantaha. So with this, you become a cosmic citizen. Okay? You're not just merely a citizen of a country or citizen of a particular state. Understand that you're of course you're a citizen of your town. Yes, you want to protect the interests of your town, but you should also protect the interests of your state. You should also protect the interests of your country, but also you should protect the interest of your whole globe. But not only that, you must protect the interest of entire cosmos, because our family is not our individual family in our home, but our entire cosmos is our family. So that's why, like, we have this uh, quotation from our Vedas, Vasudhaika Kutumbakam, right? So Vasudha is earth, right? Vasudha, like Eka Kutumbam, like the entire earth is one family. That is our understanding. So that must be there. When that is there, when if you see that entire cosmos is my family, I should take care of this entire planet, right, or entire cosmos, then with what attitude are you going to perform your action? Okay. So because see, the thing is that this Karma Yoga chapter is about performing an action with right attitude. So when I'm looking at my interests at an individual level, then I may harm the other person next to me. If I'm looking at interest at my family level, I take care of my entire family at the expense, potentially at the expense of other family. But if I take care of the interests at global level, at a cosmic level, no one gets hurt. Okay? So that is what is described in this verse, where it said, okay, Devan bhavayata anena te deva bhavayantu vaha parasparam bhavayantaha shreyaha param avapsyatha. So doing this, then what happens is that when you have this oneness across, obviously where we end up is at the most highest level. And that most highest level is, again, if we do according to Kamya Karma, that is fine. Begin with Kamya attitude, that's all right. Because even then, you are attaining happiness right here as well as in your maybe hereafter also. But that punya is taking us further for much better chitta shuddhi, etc. And eventually, that kamya karma, these pancha mahayajnas that we talked about, if we do those 5 yajnas on a daily basis, initially we may start with kamya bhavana and we may get kamya results. Okay. But over a period of time, we get chitta shuddhi, and along with that chitta shuddhi, we will aim for higher and higher, and we want that realization, and then this kamya attitude will turn into nishkama when we're performing those, and then it becomes, we will attain liberation. That is what the end goal is. So that is the end goal of Karma Yoga. So I'll pause here and see if you have any comments or inputs or feedback, thoughts.
Excellent explanation.
Very good.
I agree.
So
That's right. This explanation certainly puts the entire thing in the right context. Otherwise, it could be misunderstood very easily. And we thank you for that.
Yeah. True. Yeah. So that's where I mean the shastras must be learned through right Guru Parampara. And so the gurus, like Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya ji, etc., they have given right guidance. And that is, again, like the all our acharyas from, meaning all our swamins, brahmacharis, etc., from our Chinmaya mission, etc., all of them are doing this Brahma Yajna, right? Whether it is from Chinmaya mission or Ramakrishna mission, right? So all of them are passing on this knowledge to next generations. They are doing adhyana every day and they are propagating this knowledge to everyone whoever is interested. So shall we close?
Yes.
They through you now,
Sorry?
and they all through you.
No. See, like
That
it is.
it's
See,
so
the thing is that the
But
knowledge.
they
See, the source of our the knowledge is Vedas.
Guru
So
Shishya
that's what.
Parampara.
Okay. So the thing is that the water tank upstairs is giving water through in the kitchen sink, in the bathroom sink, okay, everywhere. Okay, so it is same water that is coming. So if the water is tasty, it is nothing to do with the faucet. Okay, the faucet has nothing to do with the taste of the water. The taste of the water is dependent upon the source of the water in the water tank. So if this is tasty, it is the greatness of that knowledge, not
Faucet
not
is very
about
clean.
nothing to do with the
Faucet
faucet. Okay, the faucet could look, like it could be like a golden
looks
faucet or
humble.
whatever faucet, doesn't matter.
You are the faucet which is so clean that the pure water is coming down. Thank you. Thank you.
Shall we close?
Yeah.
पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ